Hello everyone, this is LimAK here, and I'm playing a little bit of Endless Space. This is a 4X strategy game from Amplitude Studios, and I'm just going to quickly load my current game, which is a couple weeks old now, but anyway, this is a 4X strategy game in pretty much every sense of the word, because it is really huge. Actually, this is not really. Well, this is useful. So you have these, you do have battle and there is combat, and for the most part I've been auto-resolving, but you know, since it's a good opportunity, I might as well just say, let's go into battle. And I actually have another battle going there, but I'll probably just skip that. Oh yeah, so there you have to colonize new planets, you have to expand, and you have to build up your forces, and then there are multiple ways to win. For the most part, the Cravers are like the militaristic race where we're supposed to murder everything. I'm gonna need to quickly pick an action, and where's offense? So you actually have to pick one of these cards, and they corresponds to different actions. So you can see more. And they all like play out sort of like this. I need to pick another action quickly before. So that's the enemy fleet over there, and my fleet's the one that's firing all the pretty lasers and blowing them all up. And is like a rock, paper, scissors, like each one of these actions is counters a specific other action, and if you do, then you obviously do a lot better in that phase of the battle. But I'm just gonna, watch them blow up. And this is something that gets complicated if you're paying a bit more attention, because you have only a limited amount of time to really pick what you're gonna do for each phase. And I utterly annihilated them there. And this isn't really worth my time, so I'm just going to quickly auto it so I can get to actually explaining the other parts of the game that are, well, actually quite interesting. So we completely decimated them there. And where was that battle even? Okay, so I am invading yellow here. Yellow? Yes, yellow. And I've got two fairly significant fleets consisting like 9 ships. So you have a limited number of slots. I have 9 of 13 here because of my research that I'm doing since this fleet has been in action. And speaking of research, this is the tech tree. And it's split off into 4 different things: science, combat, diplomacy, and exploration and expansion. So each of these... I should also mention, right-click like takes you out of every menu, so if I accidentally right-click everywhere, apologies. But you can see the expansion tree is all about colonizing asteroids. I can do terraforming, and actually unlocks new different ship classes as well, which seems a little bit weird to be in here, but whatever. And there are like specific upgrades I can buy with like yes, this is an improvement. I can have additional population on these types of planets. And if I go to here, you can see I have 4 colonized planets, each with different numbers of people, and here is everything they're producing. So each individual produces a certain fixed amount of stuff. So one population is producing this here. 1 manufacturing, 5 dust, and 6 science. Dust is like their currency or like credits or whatever, which is weird, but I think dust is like the special resource left by the Endless or something. So there is like a lore behind it, but there's not any single player campaign or anything to explain it. So you sort of get an introduction cutscene when you start a new game, and that'll explain it. I'll probably jump into that at the end. But as this planet grows, it'll produce X more science per person and so on. And from there, I've been sort of building additional buildings to otherwise help this star system along. This is my empire here, the red. I haven't colonized this place because there's only the one planet here, so chances are if I do colonize it, it's gonna probably cost more than it's worth doing. So for the meantime, it's weirdly more profitable for me to attack one of my enemies and wipe them off the face of the planet. So this is a very useful menu here, which will tell you this is the status of my empire, and one of my planets is very, very unhappy with me because I just conquered it, I think. Where is this one? Yes, that is in fact the territory I just conquered. So you can see this is my production for all of my planets, and for the most part it's pretty good. But my fleets, and actually this, nope, that's not where I want to be. So you actually have, you know, it doesn't seem like I have a lot of ships to choose from, but if I can remember where to go, yes, but I can design and make new ships. I don't actually have that many in the way of ship classes, but see, you can pick between different weapon, defense, and support modules. Weapons, I've got guns, lasers, and missiles. And there's a rock, paper, scissors here again, where missiles are best during the first stage of the battle at long range, then you move closer where beams are more effective, and then the short range where slugs are. And then you have armors against these specific weapons. So for the most part, like, my fleet decimates them because they're only using guns, and I have a lot of armor. And the support modules are like basically everything else. You've got equipment here that says you can carry a few extra stuff because you're limited by the tonnage of your particular ship. And as this probably is more or less aware right now, that this is rather complicated, and I'm actually winning really badly. What I've been doing for the most part is trying to research a little bit of extra income, because I would like more. Money is good. But for the most part, what I'm trying to do now is more or less extend my lead. And you can see this is all the bonuses I get from being this empire, which is the Cravers. But let's see what, move all my ships to where they're supposed to be going. Like, this is like really good at the side where it like highlights basically everything that's going on. So it said you have battles that you won, and you also have heroes, which this is like the hero panel. I can hire one more, but I think both of these guys are a little bit rubbish, so I'm waiting for the next hero to pop up, so to see if that's less terrible. And there's a level up system. You basically have one of these abilities, and you get one or two ability points depending on the level each turn. And what do I need to get? Which hero is this? This is my corporate commander, so I'm just using you as a fighter, aren't I? Yes. So let's get you additional defense. Yeah, like, this directly affects what their bonuses are here. It's quite nice in that it explains everything, but at the same time, like, when you first see this, you're just like, what is even going on? I don't understand what half of these things even mean. But anyway, that I can dismiss that now. I think I'm more or less done for this turn. I just go quickly to my empire. Okay, I've got no production here, and clearly I can be building something. No. Alright, let's see if that's actually going to be a useful. +2 per person on lava, +1 on Arctic. So I have none of those planets, but it does give a 20% boost for the entire star system. So let's buy that. And research-wise, I'm pretty much set. I'm like, I want to get this improvement in particular because 2 dust per person is actually a lot and will improve my economy quite greatly because I have rather a lot of people, like 25, 12. And let's just end the turn. This fleet is busy here capturing that territory, and they're sending more people at me. Why would you do that? I only stole the planet from you. Oh, it's just a scout. Well, now it's a dead scout. I actually really like Endless Space and how it's turned out. It's simpler than some 4X strategy games because of the way it limits your movement and where you can expand. But one thing I've found that's really kind of a problem is that how well you do is really dependent on your starting planets. So I've started many a game where I've maybe had a few usable planets, like usable systems that weren't completely terrible. And from there tried to win, and it went really badly because I just couldn't produce and keep up with the other people in the galaxy. And the AI, for the most part, is very good. I'm playing right now on easy, I think, and you know, this game I'm winning quite handily, but other games I've been in a little bit more trouble. So let's go here for a moment and yada yada yada. Yes, I have retreated from the conflict, whatever. I think it is a shame that there isn't a campaign of any sort, but it is sort of standard fare for 4X strategy games to not do so. So this is the Cravers. This is a race I picked, which has a very fun disadvantage saying eternal war, which is I can never be at peace, which is fantastic, which means we're just going to murder everybody. But you actually have a whole bunch of different races, and each with like its own particular lore. So the Siphons are like natural scientists, but they're kind of rubbish warriors. The Hisho are like a really proud military race, the Empire. Or you could make your own custom faction and pick out your selected traits. For the most part, I found this to be really weird because the default races have more points than you could actually give. So in theory, they should always be better, but if you can make your custom faction the way you want to play, then awesome. But there's a lot of stuff. Let's just... So I'm just going to start a new game, and then you can pick a whole bunch of like different, but I will deal with that another time. Because there is a, it's a well done cutscene which explains your race a little bit.
Have you stood before the colossal remnants of an ancient civilization? Then you may understand how the pilgrims regard the endless. Awe, respect, fear, and obsessive curiosity. Something in those ruins touched a deeper chord than science can. And as well as explorers and scientists, they are now tattooed mystics. They cross the stars to find more systems, more ruins, to find Tor, homeworld of the endless. And their charismatic and passionate leader will never abandon this quest.
So that is the intro cutscene for the Pilgrims. Let's see where it's dumped me. Medium jungle. That's not a bad start. But it's more like, let's explore. This way. Oh, that guy can't move very far. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have the time to show right now. But I like this game a lot. This has been Let's Place, and this has been the May K. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.